This summer, I'm once again going on a charity car event with Rally North America. This time we're doing the Northeastern United States. It's a 3,000-mile journey, and I'll be taking my dad and my son. AutoGuide has partnered up with Genesis Canada, and we will be driving this, the Genesis GV80, the brand new model. Now, we're supporting Camp Sunshine. Camp Sunshine is a fantastic organization. It is a camp for an entire family that has a child that either has a life-threatening, rare, or terminal illness.
We're also going to end the rally at Camp Sunshine, but that's many days from now and we're getting ahead of ourselves. First, we need to pack up the Genesis GV80 and hit the road.
A drive that should have taken 1 hour took 3.5, but we finally crossed the border and here we are in New York. Alright, so I made it to the hotel. This is not even the start of the rally, it doesn't start for another 2 days, but we just got in here early because tomorrow's a lot of fun too. Now, as you can see, half the fun of these events is just hanging out in the parking lot at night, catching up, talking about cars, talking about anything and having a blast. So until tomorrow, I'll see you. Before every rally, we all meet for a driver's meeting to lay down the rules, and there's also a charity auction that raises tens of thousands of dollars for a charity. Let's go inside and take a look.
Section, pull up maps for the days, starting line instructions are in there.
So we're just going to leave from the hotel that day. Day 3 has a decent amount of stops on it, but it's not a long day. So
before the rally starts, we're at Pineview Run to do some pace laps, some spirited pace laps. Those who really want to track can stick around for hot laps later, but we'll just do pace laps with what we're driving. As you can see, all the drivers in the second group are lining up, and then they'll be heading out on the track soon for their laps. See, there's such a difference in the vehicles that participate in this rally. It's not just Camaros and Mustangs and sports cars. We got minivans, A-team trucks, ice cream trucks, SUVs, convertibles. There's a Lotus out there, lots of Jeeps. That's the beauty of this event, is it's a little bit of everything and it's for everyone. It doesn't matter the age. We have people near 80 and we have people that are just born. The ice cream truck's leading the way. It's gonna be the winner, I can tell. Okay, fine, this isn't a race and it's actually getting lapped. And also making sure that our rally doesn't get attacked by Sasquatch. We have the patrol team here making sure we're all good. So we just finished at the track, and it looks like this day is going to consist of us driving through a lot of forested areas, maybe by some lakes, some small towns. We're going to end up in Lake Placid, like I said, but before that, we have lots to explore, so let's get our day started. Along the way, we visit towns that we normally wouldn't, so it means we get to try places we normally might not know about. Like this here, Key's Pancake House. It was a great lunch. Now we're gonna go see some lakes and make our way to Lake Placid. It's been a lot of driving today, and we saw a lot of trees, a lot of lakes, a lot of cool roads. But now we're here at Lake Placid, and we're going to take a coaster ride down the original 1932 bobsled run. We're not going to be on the actual run, but we coaster over top of it. And I'm looking forward to it. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're going to get back in the Genesis GV80 and I think head into Lake Placid for the night.
We're going bobsledding. Okay, welcome to the Cliffside Coaster at Mount Van Hoevenberg.
The U.S. women's bobsled team and 3-time
Olympic medal
winner.
All right, we survived the bobsled run. Couldn't get any video, but that was a ton of fun. We've made it to our day 1 hotel, the High Peaks Resort in Lake Placid. It's a beautiful place. I'll show you a little video of it. We're gonna do a little swimming, a little resting, have some dinner, hang out tonight and then get back at it tomorrow.
Cannot complain at all about the view out of our room. We have a nice pool. You can see the downtown city, which I'm gonna go explore. Got the lake out there. Yeah, can't complain about this at all.
Okay, it's about the start of day 2, and look where we get to start. We're all lined up on the speed skate outdoor track. It's pretty awesome. See the whole field down there. All we know is we're gonna end up in Shelburne, New Hampshire at the end of the day. What we're gonna see along the way, we don't know. We'll find out soon enough, but let's go take a walk through the grid and then we'll get going on this adventure. Up front, we have the top money raisers. The first 30 cars are all arranged that way. And then when we get further back, it's just the rest of the teams. But you can see a huge diverse group of cars. We have a Hummer up front there, a couple 911s. So we have family wagons and pickups, Jeeps. Lots of SUVs like I'm in, lots of Camaros, Mustangs, Corvettes. Got the S2000, which is pretty awesome. We have Doc in his Rolls Royce. This is really for anybody. Bring anything you want and just have fun. As you see, everyone's talking, everyone's having a good time. That's the whole point of this. One of my personal favorites, the ice cream truck. This would be interesting to do an entire rally in. A Lotus Elise. Gotta pack light if you're driving that. And here's our car. Back out of Genesis GV80 that's gonna take us through another day of adventure. Now we gotta go to a driver's meeting over here.
You guys all ready?
Yeah! We have the mayor here. He'd like to address you.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. On behalf of myself, the village of Lake Placid, let me officially welcome you to the North Country. It's my understanding that coming here, you stayed off the major highways and took all the back roads through the hamlets and towns. I don't know about you, but I think there's some really great roads up here.
Oh yeah.
From what I can see, you've got some really great vehicles and some really great people. I hope you had a lot of fun. In closing, I hope that you enjoyed your time here, that you'll either come back individually or as a group, and we'll see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We started our day at a Star Trek museum that has replicas of tons of the main rooms from the set of the original Star Trek series. The attention to detail was amazing, and unfortunately I couldn't take video, so I'll put a couple stills here to look at. And then after that we headed to Vermont, and right now we're running through the forest. Vermont has some amazing views. We're gonna do a couple more forest trails, and then I think we're gonna try to find a covered bridge. So at our next stop, and it's a covered bridge as you can see. Unfortunately, we can't drive across. It's gated off and out of commission, but as you can see, it was built in 1827. We are in New Hampshire now, and we are between, as the sign says, Haverhill and Bath. A $5 fine for riding or driving over this bridge faster than a walk. I'd pay the $5 now, but I have a feeling that sign's out of date. Let's just take a walk through. See all the wood they used to build this thing. Even these giant, huge trusses up top. There's Matthew coming to join. Kind of the water rushing underneath us. Disconcerting. No large gatherings. I wonder how much weight that thing still can take. We're under a bridge, looking at a bridge, and a giant dam. So some early impressions on the GV80 after 3.5 solid days of driving it. The suspension is very comfortable, especially in the comfort mode. We're all loving that there are ventilated seats because it is hot out. It's important to set all 4 zones though of the climate control, because if you don't put the 3rd row on, those in the 2nd row don't ever get cool enough. But once all of them are on, it's fine. Power, it's decent power. Definitely could use some more, especially if it's going to compete against X5 and GLE. But if it's going against those 6 cylinders, it's pretty much the same. I've got lots of compliments on the looks. I'll have more about it as the rally goes on. At the end of day 2, and as you can see, we did not escape the rain. It started coming right before we got to the hotel, but of course with our GV80, we don't really care. It was fine. Some of the guys with high performance tires on muscle cars maybe didn't like it as much, but we're in Shelburne, New Hampshire. We are here at the Town Country Inn and Resort. It's got an interesting layout. Take a look at this. Okay, night 2 of the rally. We just got in our hotel, and this place is weird. Up here, looks like a normal hotel, no more floors. But if you start going down here, all of a sudden the first floor splits, and there isn't a straight floor or angle all the way down. So here I am with the 100s on this side, and the 100s on that side. And as you go along, you keep going lower. And then as you're coming down, you come to one of these random things. And suddenly the world's in the smallest, narrowest staircase out of nowhere. Now I'm up again at the 100s, even though down there's the 100s. But then there's this little bridge and there's 2 random 300s, so where's the 200s? Okay, so at the end there's a staircase that's gonna take me up a level. So now at the 300s again, and no, wait, no, I'm at the 200s, or is it the 300s? 200s or 300s? And up here it's more of a normal hotel. Very strange. But anyway, everything's here. There's going to be live music and dinner, so we're going to go to that now, and we'll be back tomorrow for day 3, and hopefully it's dry. We're about to start day 3. I'm just going to go check out. I'm actually going to be videoed, well, the whole team's going to be videoed for our Rally North America television show today, so I won't get too many updates, or if I do, you'll probably see the camera crew also filming me. And then we're going to end up at Camp Sunshine early to mid-afternoon, and it's not far from here, so we're curious what our checkpoints are going to be, as we have hours to kill and a short distance to drive. So let's get in the car and see where we're going. Man, we get the route cards from. See if you'll give us one.
How are we doing this morning?
Good. How are you doing?
I am ready for it to be over.
Can I have a card so we can go see what we're going to do with our video guy?
Okay.
All right. See ya. All right, not really a checkpoint, but since we're out here, had to check it out. This is the top of Mount Washington. Go way up high to see some cool views. It's actually a nice day. You can kind of see all the mountains. We're gonna climb up to the top of that summit. Yeah, I guess that's the original towers they built. It is cold, it is windy, but we're all the way up at the top. Ready, Matthew, cold?
Yes.
All right, we're back on route of making actual checkpoints. You can see there's a lot of teams here. We are going to the main Mineral and Gem Museum. The main reason isn't so much for the minerals, is we're here to see the asteroids, meteorites, whatever you want to call them. I guess meteorites is the correct term. As I said, my son's obsessed with space, so he is so looking forward to this one. All right, we made it. We're outside Camp Sunshine. The Genesis GV80 is here. It's been so great this trip, and we have many, many, many miles still to do. But we're lining up all the cars along here as we get ready to enter Camp Sunshine as one giant group, one giant rolling car show of 80 people. I'll have the camera set up to see what it looks like. This is the whole point of the rally. People can't wait for this, and I can't either. And this camp is so incredible, so I'm looking forward to it. So we made it to Camp Sunshine, and you can see by that reception, it's really something. It really takes you back to see how appreciative and how happy the people are for us to help them out. I would love to show you this great facility and all the cool things like the mini putt, the beach, the archery, the disc golf, and all that stuff, but I want to respect the family's privacy, so I'm not going to film anything on the grounds. You just need to come check it out for yourself and donate. We're going to do the award ceremony now for the end of the rally, and then that's it, off to the last hotel for the last night. This has been another amazing rally, and I can't wait to come back next year.
So everything you do helps with everything we have to cover for expenses. Our families need to come to Camp Sunshine for free. They need help with transportation because they're coming from all over the world.
All of a sudden, the doctors who we weren't seeing, but the head doctors we know, were the ones calling us. We knew that that was a serious indicator that something was going on. They told us that Ian, 99-point-something% most likely had this very rare type of bone cancer in his leg. I mean, it was just truly terrible. And while we're at the hospital, we see flyers up about Camp Sunshine. And so Kristen asks one of the social workers at the hospital, what's this place like? What's it about? And they tell us that this is a place where people who have faced life-threatening illness can go as a family for free. We got here last year, and they just have this amazing programming run almost entirely by volunteers. Volunteers who hear about what's going on with children, with families, and they just want to be here to support really hard situations. And so these volunteers run these groups where the kids get to have amazingly fun opportunities with arts and crafts, swimming. They can swim in a pool, they can swim on the waterfront, they have boating, they have archery, they have a climbing wall, which I know you folks have seen. And so each of these groups of kids get to be with students or children. I regress the students, I'm a school principal, so that happens, sorry about that. And so while they're here and they're with all these groups, they get this space to sort of talk with peers who have either A, had their family members go through cancer, or if they have cancer, be with other people who have gone through cancer. And so that feeling of connection and support, that's fostered through Camp Sunshine. Us being able to know that we're not alone in facing a treatment is possible because of Camp Sunshine. Us knowing that there's hope is because of Camp Sunshine. And Camp Sunshine is here because of you folks. And we really can't thank you enough for what you've done, for supporting us being here, for supporting other households and families that make this possible. And thank you all. We really appreciate it, and we hope that you have a wonderful ride back home. We understand this is your last spot, so thank you all again for the rally. Thank you again.